All right, thank you guys very much. My name is Chase Otters, and about a year and a half ago, a business partner of mine, a friend, came to me and said, "Hey, I just invested in this oil company. I have no idea what they do." I said, "All right." So he turns to me and said, "You might go into this meeting. You can be my lawyer. I'm an environmental lawyer by trade." I said, "Sure, I'll go to the meeting." I said, "When is it?" He said, "About 15 minutes." I said, "Okay." So I ran to this meeting and learned at this meeting kind of what the product was, and to be honest, was blown away. Fast forward about 2 months, I'm the CEO of the company, and I absolutely fell in love, clearly, quit everything, and now this is what I do. So the reason I fell in love was one thing. I said first, okay, you got an incredible product, it's really cool, but who am I fighting? Who am I up against? What's my competition here? Last year, oil spills were cleaned up with $7 billion pounds of kitty litter. You all know kitty litter cleans up oil spills. Kitty litter, 7 billion pounds of kitty litter. Our product would do the same thing in 1 billion pounds. That's a huge reduction in, number one, obviously, weight and disposal and everything, but also in dollars. We look at that, it means absorbents are a $2.4 billion market in the United States. $2.4 billion in the United States. So, what do we do at SaveSorb? We make absorbent. We start here with these big oil spills, little oil spills, it doesn't matter the size. This is an actual oil spill in Glendale, California. 10,000 gallons of crude came running out of a broken pipe from Plains Oil. We were there to clean it up. They used our product to clean it up. Instead of shoveling around thousands and thousands of pounds of kitty litter, they shovel around our SaveSorb product. Now, our SaveSorb is a peat-based product, like peat moss that grows up in Canada. So, looks like a little fiber. The difference in our product and everything else out there is our product actually absorbs. If you can imagine, a kitty litter is like a rock. Oil sticks to the outside. Ours is a hollow shell. Oil moves through this waxy shell of the peat. The peat's completely decomposed, right into the fiber itself and can't get out. Based on that, we developed a multitude of products. We have about 27 SKUs right now, and we also customize products. There's a few of them down below. You can see on the far side of the mat. These mats go underneath leaky equipment. These cranes out here, I don't know if you all see the big cranes that are moving around, moving containers. Every one of those cranes has junctions. They have different types of hydraulic wells moving through them. They all drip and they all leak, and they're sitting right above the water. We can make custom mats that go underneath the cranes, fit perfectly, and keep it from going to the ocean. So it's a list of our products in there from spill kits. Why would you buy our product instead of the other products that are out there? So this is we're already selling product. We've been doing it for a year and a half now. We spent the first 7 months actually talking to customers and saying, what do you want? What's your problem? How can we solve it? This is how we solve it. So we go in, we can cause immediate savings. One bag of our product is the same as 35 bags of clay product. That's 25-pound bags. That's 50 pounds versus 875 pounds, 89 versus 183. We save the customer $93 coming in the door. That's fantastic for the customer. It's an easy pitch. If I can get in front of them, I can sell it to them. The second thing is going out the door. Out the door is where they spend most of their money. If they're cleaning up waste oil with kitty litter, they end up with 3 drums of disposal. We're going to reduce that to 1 drum. It's actually less than 1 drum, but they dispose it by the drum. 400 pounds is 1,200 pounds, $200 is $600. So we just saved them $490 right there. That's an easy sales. That's how we sell the product. In addition to the other products we sell with it. These are our current customers. Like I said, we've been selling for a year and a half. The first 7.5 months we spent directly going to customers, creating them ourselves. We've now gone to a distributor model. We are selling to distributors. We still sell to some of our larger clients. We still sell directly to Chevron, to Honda, to Daimler, to update to some of the big guys. But this is who we sell to. We're in multiple industries. The thing about absorbents is everybody spills. Every large industry, every large manufacturer out there spills some way or another. We want to be there to clean it up. So public works are fantastic for us. We're doing that. A lot of public works right now is not just cleaning up spills, but also stormwater. Stormwater is a huge topic in the United States, especially in the western side of the United States. Arkansas, they don't care about it so much, but in California, it's a big deal. So stormwater works with industrial and public works. Every industrial company out there has a spill. They have leaky equipment or constant spills. Food. We sell to the food manufacturer, in the manufacturing plant, and in the restaurant. So it's not just the manufacturing plant, it's also the restaurant. Oil and gas, that's a market we're slowly breaking into. Really tough market. That would include the ports, include some of the other places around here. So these are our current customers we're already selling to. We wish we want to sell more to them and really increase that number. Distribution network, these are some of our distributors throughout the country. This is what we're trying to increase right here. Distribution is how you have to sell our product. We can't touch everyone. We need other salespeople around the country through different companies, different distributors selling the product for us. Here's why it works. We've got incredibly high margin. Our product comes in relatively cheap. We manufacture all right now in Glendale, or in Gardena here in California. But we can manufacture it anywhere. I can duplicate my manufacturing process. If I get a big client in Arkansas, for example, it costs me about $25,000 to completely duplicate my manufacturing process and supply them with whatever quantity they need. It's scalable. I can scale it next to any location I need to, depending on the size of the product. Recurring revenue. When you order our product, you reorder it. You keep ordering it. If you don't just have one spill, you don't just have one leak. You have all sorts of leaks. And protectable designs. We design a lot of products that we do patenting. Market opportunity. This is kind of the big pie in the sky. Look at this, spill control. We talked about that a little bit. It's about, we said about a $2.4 billion market. If we can achieve 20% of it, that's a big number. Bedding. This is random, but I was in Tyson. Tyson said to me, I hear you absorb oil. We know you do it. We love your product. We want to buy it. But can you absorb chicken poop? We now absorb chicken poop. We're in Tyson. You never know where you're going to go, right? Restaurants, I talked about that a little bit. Consumers. We haven't done the consumer business, but that's an area we want to get into. That's a $1.2 billion potential market if we're getting on average 20-25% of that market. Here's our more realistic expectations. Any of those could pop, but this is how we see our plan going. We're doing a $1 million raise right now. We're about $400,000 into it. We are hoping to close that out in the next probably month and a half, 6 weeks. We're looking for interested investors and investors who can add and help us along the way. We need marketing and we need distribution. We've got some great people on board, including a board of directors with local entrepreneurs, as well as ex-CEOs of industrial companies and distributors. Thank you very much. That's SaveSorb.